This is the story of two best friends who decided to start a beer review channel in the middle of a pandemic. We're Kara and Candy, and we are Two Blondes Drink Beer.
Hi, welcome back to Two Blondes Drink Beer. I'm Candy, and this is Kara. And today we are drinking our favorite category, 30A, a spice herb or vegetable. It's on a base of a 20C, an Imperial Stout. It is Perennial Artisan Ales. Take 10!
Yes. No, we need like a movie.
Oh, I'm excited. It's an Imperial Stout with pretzels, chocolate sauce, caramel, and peanuts.
Or caramel.
Nobody says that, Jen. I can't call people out by their first and last name, can I? Probably not. I'm excited.
Yeah, so let's talk about the can.
Let's talk about it.
It's like blue with the gold. It's got peanuts and pretzels.
It's got some metallic.
And I guess this is supposed to be a chocolate
sauce.
Bottle.
I got chocolate sauce bottles, peanuts, and pretzels. Yeah. Right? I mean, you know what it's going to be. Or maybe it's the caramel sauce. Yeah. Caramel.
Either way.
Yeah.
All right. Cute can.
Cute can. Let's get it open.
This is a big can. What's the percentage on this?
11.5, Kara. 11.5.
This is happening.
I'm so excited. I'll leave some for my husband because I'm a good wife, but not that much.
I mean, it depends on how much I love it.
I think I'm going to love it. I hope it doesn't disappoint.
It has a very tiny, bubbly head.
Smell it. Can you smell it?
No.
Stick your nose up in there, friend. Oh, yes.
It smells like an Imperial Stout.
It smells like a peanut butter chocolate Imperial Stout.
We're kind of in a whispering thing today for some reason.
We like stouts. 12 out of 12. Let's drink it.
12 out of 12.
Oh, we got to talk about this. 3 out of 3. Now let's eat it. Eat it.
Oh my gosh. What's wrong with it?
I think it smells really good. I want to drink it so bad.
You can get it together. Calm down.
I would rate the aroma 12 out of 12.
I mean, we don't have to be serious.
I would rate the appearance
3 out of 3. I now I can drink it.
Oh my.
Ooh,
oh my.
Baby.
That's a big boy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you guys, this is how I like them.
Oh.
It's so good.
Oh, this is good. Okay, so Perennial.
Yeah.
We haven't reviewed any Perennial beers.
We haven't? How have we
I
not?
don't think so.
It's from our home state.
Yes.
St. Louis.
Yes.
St. Louis Mo.
And Perennial is always the brewery when we go to a festival that has a line that's like literally a mile long.
They have like the best special beers. Do you know what I mean? Like, what's the coffee stout that they have that we love?
Abraxas.
Yes. Well, isn't there one called Sump?
Another one. Yeah, Sump. That one too. See,
Sump.
We love so many of their beers.
We do. I feel like it's chocolate more than anything.
It's more chocolate than
very
peanuts.
chocolate.
So the peanut is more subtle.
And it also tastes a little alcoholic.
I don't think I get the
kind of hot
caramel.
I don't
really.
either. Let's keep drinking and see if it comes out.
That's good.
I'll let you
maybe
know.
when it warms up a little bit.
My next can, maybe I'll taste the caramel.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm going to say caramel. I always say caramel.
What was the review that we did where we debated that?
We talked about my friend Jen.
Caramel versus caramel.
I think my mom says caramel too. I just feel like it sounds pretentious.
It does?
In my head, in my ears.
It's confusing because
it is spelled
caramel, but I don't ever say that. I always say caramel. And my name is Kara, so you would think I would say caramel, I guess, but I don't.
Caramel Kara.
Say caramel.
I have a new nickname for you. Actually, I'm going to call you Caramel Kara just because it doesn't make any sense. Perennial I'll get behind any day, though.
Yeah.
And they have a really nice...
I've never been there.
I haven't either, but my sister, who used to live in Lee Summit, says like they have the cutest little outdoor patio.
Used to live in Lee Summit?
Is that what I said? 11.5%. 11.5% friends. St. Louis. She lived in St. Louis.
Totally
you know what? I said Lee Summit and I meant St. Louis, Kara.
I know what you meant. I got you, girl.
Let's move past it. She said they have a really cute like beer garden, like a patio outdoor area. I've never been there. They were going to take me, and then they moved to Kansas City.
That's funny.
So, yeah.
I mean, we love so many of their beers. That Sump beer is really good. If you see that, you should get it.
That one's just a solid coffee stout. It's not anything else. It's just a really nice, really strong coffee, beautiful stout.
So I learned that Perennial makes like really yeast forward beers, and since I
don't know, sorry. I was trying to
since I don't like hop forward
Should we
beers,
get into Monistat?
I think maybe I like yeast forward beers. I learned because I love Perennial beers.
I love yeast forward beers.
So I think that's what I like now.
I wonder what other breweries are yeast forward and not hop forward.
That's what I've learned about myself. Are we on flavor?
Yeah.
20 out of 20.
20 out of 20. Is it out of 20? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Mouthfeel.
We always gotta check ourselves.
I know.
It's heavy. It's a little burny.
It's hot.
It's a little hot. Not gonna lie.
It is definitely heavy.
I mean, I'm surprised it doesn't say bourbon barrel aged on here.
It isn't that carbonated, but
honestly, that's what it tastes like. Doesn't it taste bourbon barrel aged?
It tastes hot.
Take 10 makes me think of like take 10 minutes.
Just go take 10.
Yeah.
If you ever have one of those days at work
where
you're like, I'm going to go take 10.
Yeah, but you
know what? And then I'll come back.
Because I work, you don't work at home, but I work from home still. I can literally take 10, like yesterday, I needed a minute. I went and laid down. I set my alarm for 15 minutes and I took a 15-minute nap.
She's on a napping spree lately. Like late in the afternoon.
Trying to work out in the morning.
Like I called her at 6:30 tonight and she just had been napping.
I took an hour nap. Power nap. I feel better.
I've told coworkers to take 10 before when they're like having issues and they can't get it together. I'm like, listen, go to the bathroom, cry it out, and come back. We're going to move on. You know what I mean? Like, go get a hold of yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of, sometimes you have to do that at work. Sometimes you just have to go in the bathroom.
I've cried in a bathroom. Have you cried in a bathroom?
Yeah.
Or in my office with like the door shut.
Cry for a minute. Yeah. And then get it together.
And then move on.
Come back.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I think a lot of times I'm really like crying over work stuff, but like, like personal shit
stuff
going on.
And it interrupts your work day.
Yes, and I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Like, I need a minute.
Go out to my car.
I gotta take 10.
Yeah. Pull it together.
Come back. Get going.
Yeah.
So my worst take 10 during work was when I was working at a brand new restaurant in Branson, Missouri. But my last night, I had all these tables. They were all like huge, like 8 tops and stuff. Everybody's full. Everybody's leaving for the same country music show at the same time. The kitchen's running behind. They're messing everything up. It's a mess. And I start crying, and I'm having a really hard time, like in the restaurant doing my job, like starting to cry. And my manager comes over, and he's like, go to the bathroom, take a minute, pull yourself together, and then come back out, which I did. And I probably took 10 minutes, not more. Come out, nobody's touched anything. So I have like ice cream treats that are ready for my tables that are now melted. I have 1 million people that are waiting on their check. And it just went downhill from there. It was awful. I know, it's the worst job ever.
That sounds rough.
It's really stressful. I still get a little bit.
My worst job ever, I worked at I've had a few, but one of them was this call center I worked at. I don't even remember what it was for, but I was like the telemarketer that was calling you that you hated, and everyone would just yell at me all day long. And I think I lasted like maybe 3 days and then I quit. I was like, I quit. This is not for me.
So I recently talked to my friend. I have a high school friend that had that job with me at Uptown Cafe. Yeah. She just visited me this summer, and I hadn't seen her in a long time. We were reliving these stories, and I kind of forgotten this and kind of not. She didn't because it was her table. A guy started choking. He had dentures, and he had a burger, and he had a piece of lettuce that was stuck in his dentures that was closing his throat. And like for real choking, like stood up, did like the motion, was turning purple, couldn't talk, sweating, like his wife was up screaming, everyone in the restaurant's up. It was terrifying. Our manager, who was a small man, came and tried to start doing the Heimlich, but incorrectly, and was unsuccessful. And meanwhile, this man's starting to lose consciousness, and like his lips and face are turning really dusky and blue. And like out of freaking nowhere, this shero sprints from the back of the restaurant. It was some chick in there eating dinner, and a very like built, manly type female woman comes running up, stands him up, gets behind him, one hoof, and out come the dentures and the lettuce, and he starts regaining color, and he's like coughing and stuff. Yeah.
So I was at a dinner one time on a work trip. I think I was in Indianapolis, and it was a long table. This girl was sitting across from me. She was from another agency. To be honest, I didn't really like her that much, but I'm really sorry that this happened to her. I've never like wished anything bad on her. And we had like, there was like a shrimp appetizer or prawns or something. And she got choked on one of these, and she was across from me, and all of a sudden she was like doing the symbol, like
everyone does that,
universal choking, and I could tell she like couldn't breathe. Her coworker was right next to her. They both stood up, and for some reason had the like coherency to like. Is coherency a word?
The wherewithal.
The wherewithal. Yeah. To like, there was a door that led to a hallway to like go to this hallway. So they leave for like 60 seconds. He does the Heimlich on her, gets her to like cough it up or whatever, and they come back and totally just like reach out to her like it was no big
like cheers. Yeah.
I was like, I think she almost died. Like, this is a weird. I need a second.
It's really weird. That's the only time I've been around somebody actually choking. I haven't, like my kids when they were little would kind of little choke, and I'm like,
I just like hit them on the back.
But nothing like
I've never
that
had
experience.
On anybody.
Well, and so it was my friend's table, and she was really shook. We all were.
Yeah.
But she's shaking and crying. We were all like pretty upset about it because it was pretty scary to watch.
Yeah.
And her boss made her bring that table a check.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
She was like, I'm not going to give him a check. He almost died. He was like, yep, sorry, here you go. That restaurant was awful.
I worked at Abercrombie and Fitch on the plaza. This was back when they folded everything with paper, and it was like a totally different store than it is today. But anyway, it's on like a really busy sidewalk, a really busy street, and it's a huge store. And people would come in with the bag, and they would just take a whole stack of shirts or whatever was on the front table and put it into a bag and run. And so sometimes you would come up.
Did you ever run after him?
No.
You'd be like, bye, I don't get paid enough.
Yeah. And we would come up, and sometimes just like the whole stacks of shirts just gone.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They'll be like, I don't know my size.
People are crazy.
I have stolen some things in my life. Have you ever stolen anything?
When I was 5, I stole a pack of gum at like a grocery store.
Yeah.
And my mom caught me, and she made me go back inside and return it and apologize to the manager. And that was like a traumatic event for me because I still remember that.
That's bad. I never got caught.
Don't tell my kids this. In college,
they might watch this video.
I didn't steal it, but I was an accomplice to someone who stole a bottle of liquor at a grocery store. Yeah. Like I was like an accomplice, you know.
So in junior high, I had a girlfriend, Michelle, that everyone called Mo. And Mo was like a klepto, and nobody knew but me. My mom loved this chick because she was very like just charming, but she was totally a klepto. She was the youngest of like 5 girls, and so she's just kind of crazy. Gosh. Super fun to hang around with. Loved her. So fun.
When did you know her? Was high school?
I was like 12. No, I was junior high.
Oh,
yeah.
Young.
This is Murfreesboro, Illinois, where I was in the band.
Yeah. There's a video. We'll link.
Yeah. It's on my band days. Mo wasn't in the band. She was like my crazy outside band friend. She was totally a klepto. So we would go to like the drugstore, whatever it was there, like the Rite Aid or something, and steal makeup. So she started it, and I was with her several times where she stole quite a bit of stuff, and then I eventually joined her. And I don't think I ever stole more than like maybe a tube of mascara and an eyeshadow palette or something. I mean, we're talking like a total of $5, and I only did it a couple times because it really, really scared me.
I can't believe you did this.
I did.
You were like such
I was a goody two-shoes.
Yeah.
That's probably the worst thing I've ever done. Yeah. I feel bad. Rite Aid, I'm sorry. Like, I think I owe you like $17. All right, what are we on? Are we on flavor? Did we already rate it? 20 out of 20.
I don't think we rated mouthfeel.
Mouthfeel.
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. We're on to overall.
Overall. I want to pour the rest of this in, but I shouldn't drink all of that.
I'm not going to, because it is a big beer and I'm trying to be nice to my husband. Although, you know what? I'll like it and I'll give him some and he'll be like, oh, this is not very good. Just like that. It's a really good impression. Don't I drink it?
I had a lot of things in my head that I just didn't say.
Well, I just tried to share a beer with him that wasn't my favorite, but I felt like it was pretty good. And he literally, this is an impression. He goes,
and it was like, this is not good. No, that was bad. That wasn't
beer
bad.
Snob. He's a beer snob. It's beer. I mean, I'm going to drink it. This is good beer.
Yeah, we've had way worse beer than that.
Have some more. No, sorry, I'm going to have to cut that out.
Editing.
Overall, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 just because it's not my favorite beer ever that I've ever drank, but it's delicious.
I was going to say 8 out of 10.
Yeah, okay. I don't think I took anything else off.
You know what? It doesn't. I was worried that as it warmed up, it would get more nutty. But I don't know what. I can't say that.
Nutty. Let's take a nap.
I already took a nap.
Let's take another. So I'm at 49 out of 50.
I'm at 48 out of 50
For Perennial Artisan Ales. Nope.
Try
Take 2! Not take 10. Get it?
Oh, it's funny. Good.
So I'm 49 out of 50.
And I'm 48 out of 50
For Perennial Artisan Ales. Take 10! Cheers! Can't say anything about nuts. No. Not mature enough.
Gross.
Nuts.
Even like just regular nuts that you eat, they're just kind of.
No, I can't. Because I'm just, don't eat the nuts.